So I think as the attempts went down, my number of hours decreased because I had prepared accordingly. But in my first attempt, yes, of course, I did try to sit for around 7 to 8 hours every day. That was an average. I couldn't ever go beyond 10 hours even before my mains or pre because my mind gets saturated and I can't work efficiently. But 7 to 8 hours is what I personally aimed for. And initially it was very difficult, of course, because for a person like me who wasn't studying at all in the college, to studying for so many hours was a challenge. So what I used to do was firstly switch off my phone and keep it in another room because it was a big distraction. Even if it was in my room, I just felt the urge to check it once. I switched it off, kept it in another room. Secondly, sir, I sat in sessions. Initially, if you're finding it difficult to sit for long hours, just to make it a habit, sit for 30-35 minutes for one session, then 5 to 10 minutes, take a break, come back 30-35 minutes, take a clock or anything to map it, use Forest app, anything that you want, but do that so that the number of sittings and the number of hours increases, and later on you won't find it very difficult. And yes, sir, that was this thing. And my daily routine, I used to wake up at around 7:30 or 8 depending on what time I slept. Then 45 minutes I would get ready, 40 minutes I would read the newspaper, then I had breakfast, then I sat down to study. One session was for around 45 minutes, not more than that. Then 5-10 minutes I just went around the house, irritate my brother, talk to my parents, whatever. After that, I did around 3-4 sessions till my lunch. Then after that I took an afternoon nap. After that I studied again, similarly in sessions. Then I went for workout without fail for around 1.5 hours. I came back, had dinner, and then sessions again till about 12 or 12:30. That was my basic routine, ideal routine. Of course, it deviated many times when I didn't feel like studying, but this was an ideal routine.
Great, great. So there is also a perception around this examination that if you're preparing for UPSC, you need to cut off yourself from the entire world. You need to lock yourself in a room and study for long hours. Is it the reality? Because you are the one who have successfully succeeded or cleared this examination twice. So how is it a general perception, or is it a reality that you need to cut off yourself from the entire world?
I think definitely it is a perception, and many people have asked me this question, that do we need to study 16 hours, 17 hours? I do not think that you need it. If you are doing it efficiently, 7-8 hours is more than enough, but you have to be truthful and honest to yourself. You have to dedicatedly study for 7-8 hours, and it's not as easy as you think it is. 7-8 hours might seem less for people who assume that a UPSC topper might study for 15 hours, but if you're doing it well, without any distractions, then it's not that easy. Secondly, sir, when it comes to cutting off, I definitely pulled back from many social circles because I was an extrovert. I used to always like being around people. So it was a little isolating at first, but I tried to take breaks, monthly breaks, weekly breaks, daily breaks. So if I'm taking a break and it is planned and it is not going beyond the time limit that I have set for myself, then it's absolutely no issue. I was on social media also. I did not post, but I used to watch videos, or I used to sometimes chat with my friends. That was okay. But make sure that these breaks are not taking the best of you, and they are planned, and they are for a small amount of time. So about 1 month I used to go around and meet my friends, and I used to work out daily. So you can take out times for other things also, provided that 7 to 8 hours are dedicated to studies.
Now, there's also a feeling among students preparing for the examination that there are few days where you feel a lot of motivation around preparing for the examination, but there are few days where there are lows. Yes. In few days. How did you manage that low days of yours?
Yes, sir. That is definitely true. I think initially all of us are pushed by motivation, and everyone is highly motivated, especially I think after reading Lakshmikant. But after that, of course, the process is so long and there are so many highs and lows that motivation definitely goes down. What I did was not rely on motivation too much. I relied a little more on discipline. Initially, of course, the push was given by motivation, and you will need external and internal motivation through the process. But if you rely on motivation on a daily basis, then you're digging a grave for yourself. Rely on discipline. That even if I'm not motivated, I will wake up at this time, I will study, I will read the newspaper. So I had made a disciplined schedule every day. And that discipline does not only entail your academics. If you are working out or if you're taking some time to rest, that also counts as a part of your discipline. That if you're taking out 1.5 hours for the gym or for running every day, even if you do not feel like it, you will go. So discipline works both ways in academics and non-academics when this works. So discipline more than motivation will take you through this process.